Good. So today we are very lucky. I'm going to start now, Nishit. So today we are very lucky. We're going to learn from the best. We have three very experienced speakers, Nishit Kotak, Cliff Heaton, and Simil Raicha, that I will introduce as we go. Plus we have guest speaker from North China Restaurant, Kran Group of Hotels, Suktani Restaurant, and Sonatur, who will give us feedback from the front. So make sure to stay till the end so you can receive your special gift. Great. Let's start learning how to become the market leader in your industry. Nishit Kotak will start the presentation. Nishit has been in love with technology since his primary school days when he got his first PC, a ZX81, which was way before Windows 95 was even released. Yeah. He is an expert in reputation marketing and loves to volunteer with community organization in his spare time, having racked up over 15,000 hours of community service over the years. He is a co-founder of Strategic Web Success Group, and is also one of the top 1% Google local guide in London, with over 55 million views to his photo upload on Google Maps since he began this venture 5 years ago. So Nishit is going to present us how Google My Business is different for the hospitality industry and how you can get more business out of it without to pay any commission on other platforms. So I give the word to Nishit, and I let you start.
Fabulous. Thank you so very much, Patrick. You're an amazing MC, and it's lovely to get started on today's presentation. Welcome to everybody. If you're in the hospitality industry, then you are at the right place at the right time now to learn something new that you can use and leverage to help increase your lead sales and profits. So today's presentation is all about how to position yourself as a market leader using reputation marketing. Although this presentation is geared towards the hospitality industry, you can imagine this is common across all businesses today online, because everybody is searching online for a variety of businesses. So although the focus is on hospitality, you can rest assured the information here can be used across all different businesses. So a little bit about us, the SWS group of companies, as you can see, we're an award-winning online reputation marketing specialist. We've got a combined team experience of over 100 years in the field of digital marketing. We've worked with over 1,000 clients in many different industries, all different sizes, and in many countries as well. So what I will do is I will just move on to the next slide. And so today you can just rest and relax because it's all about education. Feel free to take any screenshots of information that you think that is interesting in the slides. Stay at the very end. There will be something interesting for you at the very end. So if you're in the hospitality industry, then you will probably relate to this. What it says here, in a world where everyone's a critic, every business lives or dies by a star rating or an online review. So making this controlling your reputation is a priority. So you can see from the stats, I'm not going to read out the whole of that, but the stats you can see 93% of people use online reviews, and 53% of them would not book a hotel that didn't have online reviews. So therefore, the game of online marketing has changed to give companies that have a 5-star online presence all the advantage. Now, how is Google My Business different for hotels? So as you can see over there, hotels can use Google My Business in a variety of ways. So on the right-hand side, I've outlined ways that a hotel can use a Google My Business listing for engagement. I've given some tips on things that you can do. And I've also then given you how it is different under the travel section of Google. So they've got a separate area called google.com/travel. And that's where all your amenities, your attributes, and all these things can be added to your listing. So now, if I tell you, if you were to call a business, who would you call first? So we did a survey, and out of the people who responded, you can see 55% of people said that they would look for a business that had 5-star reviews and a great reputation, versus 27% who said they would look for the cheapest service, and 18% for those who said that the only reason they chose the business was because it came up higher in the search results. So from this, you can see very quickly that you don't need to be the cheapest. You don't even need to be the highest on Google. What matters is that you need to have great 5-star reviews. So when it comes to choosing your business, how many reviews do you think a customer looks up before making a buying decision? So the trick is it's got to be 10 reviews as a minimum. But then out of those 10 reviews, they have to be 5-star recent reviews. It's not just having any reviews. They have to be recent as well. So now when we look at why a business would need online reviews, you'll see some statistics coming up next. And these are our key statistics. So you can see, if you're looking at a demographic of 18 to 34, if your business is targeting that, you can see almost, you can say over 95% of people now look at reviews. So these are a very, very important element when it comes to marketing your business. Now, it's also important not only to collect the reviews, but you need to showcase them as social proof. So you need to include the reviews on your website so that people can see your business as being trustworthy. So the next thing you will see is that only 40% of consumers take into account reviews older than 2 weeks. So you need to have recent reviews for people to trust your business. Now, all this is well and good, but what's holding a business back from managing and building the reputation? It sounds very simple and easy. So we did the survey again, and the results were this, that 50% of people can't put much effort into their reputation marketing because they don't have time. They're busy running a business. And so I'd like to introduce our first featured speaker of the day. We got Mr. Lawrence Lu. Mr. Lawrence Lu is the owner of North China, which is a very nice family-owned Chinese restaurant based in Acton. He's been a client of ours for 8 years, and I'd like to invite him on to basically give us a little bit of idea on how his journey has been in the hospitality industry. Mr. Lu, over to you. You'll have to unmute. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Nishit. Hi, everyone. I'm not very good in speeches, so bear with me. Yeah, I have been with Nishit for some time, and as we are just restaurateurs, we are not very good in marketing. All we do all day is to make sure what our products are good, and hopefully the customer will come back. And before the online, people can go online and do reviews, we rely on food critics and word of mouth from customer. But nowadays, things all change. People can have a bad meal and review their bad experience online straight away. So in the beginning of this new technology that people can review online, we only get bad reviews because customers get angry and they put a bad review online. They don't usually put good reviews when they have a good meal because they forget about it. So Nin should help us to work on this area so that we can catch the good reviews when they have a good meal. So we have been slowly getting more and more good reviews from customers. and know how to catch the good reviews. It's very important. I think where Nishi is good on doing this.
Wonderful, Mr. Lu. Thank you so very much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yep, and I can tell you all that Mr. Lu is being quite modest. Their restaurant is indeed an experience, and I would say if you're in the London area, please do visit northchina.co.uk and book a meal in and experience what fantastic dining in at a traditional Chinese restaurant is like. Thank you, Mr. Lu.
Thank you. Thank you.
So moving on now, once you've figured out that you need to do reputation marketing and you started paying attention to it, chances are that you would indulge in maybe some Facebook ads or some Google ads or invest in a website. The idea is to create some awareness about your business online. So you can see in this chart that we've got here, the blue section is where people are getting aware of your business. And then when you do something like maybe SEO or some ads and so on, now they can find you as well. And then when they are thinking of buying something, they would look up your reputation. Like we looked at it, everybody looks at reviews. Now, at this stage, they're going quite down the road of going towards a purchase. And at this stage, if you've got bad reviews, no reviews, or reviews which are very old, chances are that they will not buy from you. But what has happened is you've created that awareness and interest in that person. And what's going to happen is instead, they will go and make that purchase at one of your competitors who have a better reputation than you do, leading to a sale for your competitors, as well as a loyal customer who may end up going to do word of mouth marketing for them as well. So the idea behind all of this is that, we spend a lot of time, effort, and energy in marketing our businesses, but it's also time to pay attention to reputation because that's where the conversions happen at the end. So that's my bit for now. I'm going to hand over back to the MC, and MC will introduce the next speaker.
Thanks, Nishit, for the great insights. Thank Mr. Lu for your contribution. Yes, so the message there was people, when they're unhappy, they are pissed, yeah, and they want to get hurt. So they go and complain. If somebody had a good meal, it's normal, yeah. In French, we have even an expression for that. This is like the spinach, like the butter in the spinach. When there's butter in the spinach, nobody complains. When there's butter, but when there's no butter, then everybody starts to say, "Oh, it's bitter, it's bitter." But when there's butter, nobody says anything. So, and this has a huge influence on our business. Yes, so we need to find a way to make the people give reviews. So everybody gives review, not only the one who were not satisfied. Yes, so thanks for this great contribution. Are you guys learning something so far? Give me some thumbs up if you are learning something and if it's useful for you. I see some thumbs up on the camera. Very good. Then let's continue. Yes. So so I adding value. So I'm gonna pass over to Cliff Heaton. He has over 25 years of branding experience working at highest level in the commercial, retail, and leisure sector with a vast knowledge in the hospitality and event sector. He works with some of the largest brands in the UK in the hospitality and leisure sector, including Revolution Bar Groups, Fuller,
Yes.
Massive Pub Groups.
You've got an hour and that is it. You're not gonna...
Yeah, maybe if we can mute the microphones, thank you. So, so he worked with Revolution Bars Group, Fuller's, Massive Pub Group, Pitch and Piano, Slug and Lettuce. So Cliff and the team helped to create the first gastro transition experience, taking in breakfast, lunch, dinner, nightclub in one venue called Bar Mediterranean. It is at its height, 5 venues were opening per month across the UK. So great, Cliff, the mic is all yours.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Firstly, good afternoon, all you wonderful people. Obviously, I'd like to be able to give you a little bit of experience in terms of what we do and obviously what we want to push forward. So if I basically share the screen, give me a moment. Okay, okay, here we go. Right. Okay. Well, in my long life in hospitality, I've supported new concepts and rebrands of existing operations and strategic branding and building relaunches to appeal to certain markets. I suppose in real respects, you've got to look, the hospitality industry has been going through a very, very tough time, as we all know. Obviously, that needs no description, but we know it can be said that many business models are often most innovative in these troubled times. That includes tired brands kind of going out of business, or some that have grown too large and just really can't cope with what's been happening. And obviously what you then get is you then get some of these innovators that come in, the disruptors and new businesses. So you ask yourself, how do you maximize your growth and become the go-to venue with the increased competition? Basically, the opportunities are out there, and to improve your reach, and both in terms of the service, the quality, the food, and the experience that must be second to none. Okay, so in this industry in particular, it's been mentioned a few times, but word of mouth reviews, customer interaction are very important and can sink a business without the high standards in a short space of time. Basically, in this instance, why does hospitality business need more reviews? Well, you know, it's pretty obvious by what I've just said, but the actual industry itself can also take advantage of the importance of these reviews and the online reputation. I mean, in particular with the user-generated content. The reviews have a major impact on the customer's purchase decision. So acquiring a positive feedback from satisfied customers is now a priority in the hospitality business, and even more so with the new competition and the way it works, and entrusting people to come back from the COVID environment. You know, let's face it, they all want to spend out there, but the reality is sometimes it's like, you know, I need to be tempted a little bit further now due to social distancing and so on. If you look at some of the figures, 68% trusted peer reviews, i.e. opinions and online reviews, and 53% were influenced by user-generated content. So it's very, very important when you're trying to get a customer to come through the door in any shape or form, be it a bar, restaurant, or a hotel. It's now that you get to grips with the hotel reputation marketing and track your online reputation. What star rating does hospitality business aim for, you know, in real terms? So 50%, 57% of consumers only use businesses with 4 or more review stars, which is quite, you know, that's quite an eye-opener. Going from a 3-star rating to a 5-star rating gets a business 25% more clicks from a Google local pack. You know, again, it's it's incredible the type of figures. Now, the business you guys are in, that's very apparent. Other businesses, less so, but in this particular sector, it's extremely important. Reputation marketing in the world of word of mouth referrals. If you're looking at this particular table here, it's quite striking. About 87% of search online to find the company information. And then look at some of the other figures, i.e. dialing information to find the customer, using a phone book, and obviously others. Now, you can see there's a massive difference in how that actually moves forward. And so, again, it's very important that when people are searching online, they can see some really good information about your company, and some wonderful, wonderful reviews about how excellent your food is, and so on and so on. Most people are looking for recent positive reviews, as has been mentioned recently. We're doing due diligence on business when recommended on platform of their choice. Hence, it's important to build a reputation across multiple platforms. Now, I would like to introduce you to Zara from Crown Group of Hotels, who can give you a little bit more of an insight into their business. Thank you very much, everybody.
Come off mute. Hi, everyone. We started working with Nishit and SWS after we built our website, so a bit like his funnel, actually. We started building our website, getting ourselves out there, and then all of a sudden realized that the only reviews that we had online were all the angry people who had stayed with us about 5 years ago, and realized we needed to do something about this. So yeah, we started working with them, and it was excellent, really, because their platform and the way they work effectively asks every guest that stays with us for a review. Obviously, not all of them will reply, but we actually started getting in both good and bad. I will come to bad in a second. But because we captured them when they were still there or just leaving, or almost as soon as their stay had finished, they were like, oh yes, we're still happy. And so they didn't forget about us, and they remembered, and they wrote something, and then obviously it went online and improved our presence in that sense. Unfortunately, there are still bad reviews. There are still people who have the bad days. So they obviously still wrote, but at least they didn't post it to Google or TripAdvisor. Instead, it came through all these platforms and effectively comes straight to our reception team. And then our reception team can write back nicely and say, we're really sorry, how can we help? And try and improve the experience. I mean, they're probably not going to be people who come back, but at least they won't tell the world that they had a bad time. And if there are any actual issues, because sometimes in a hotel, people don't like to complain to your face, but they are grumpy. I don't know, the light won't work in the bathroom or something. Something small, easily solvable if someone wants to go and say something. But doesn't, the person doesn't, but they'll write a review and say everything's terrible. But we were able to get that and also solve the problem ourselves as well. So there's, the negative, obviously, it's not great that someone's not happy, but at least it doesn't go online. But also we are able to actually solve the problem for the future rather than it, spiraling out, and then we have no idea effectively because no one's ever told us. So it's been great on all counts. It sort of changed our sort of internal processes as well as our public facing, and obviously having better reviews on Google. There's no argument to it. You have more reviews, you have better reviews. People want to come, and people find you from it. So we've definitely found it very, very advantageous to go with to work with this.
Thank you, Fatima. I don't know, Cliff, are you going to add something?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's me done.
You have done your part. Thanks a lot, Fatima, for this contribution. Yeah, it's a great message. Even negative review, we have to be thankful of the client who give us a negative review, because that's how we can get better. Yeah, and like I said, yeah, it's a good message. You can handle it. You can take care of it. With this system, what is positive, those negative reviews don't go online. So it's a great tool. Yeah, thanks a lot for your contribution. So will Cliff continue, or do we go already to Simal? I think the image is frozen. Please have
yes. Yeah, Patrick, I'm next. Yeah.
So next. So no problem. So thanks, Cliff, a lot for this great learning. Everybody, please give me some thumbs up if this is useful for you. Let me see you thumbs up. Thank you. So perfect. So happy to continue and give some added value. So now I'd like to introduce not less than Simal Raicha himself. Simal is one of the co-founder of Strategic Web Success Group. He has over 22 years experience in the IT and digital industry. With a team of over 45 members, SWS Group have guided over 1,000 businesses to build their online profile via the most powerful online marketing strategy called reputation marketing. So Raicha, Simal, I give you the mic.
Thank you so much, Patrick. And it is so wonderful seeing all you wonderful people. Really, this is a topic that is so close to our hearts. Now, we've been talking about reputation marketing. What exactly is reputation marketing? In fact, this morning, somebody wrote to me, hey, what's that? What is that? Never heard of that before. We wouldn't blame you if you haven't heard of reputation marketing. It is one of those best kept secrets, which we want to try to make more and more people to get. So what is reputation marketing? it simply is a marriage between reputation management and brand marketing. For building a brand or marketing a brand for businesses is very crucial. We've just heard Lawrence and Zara talking about that. But it goes, what is it exactly? It is, how can you build a 5-star reputation? And this is the magic words across multiple platforms. That has got to be the main thing. And then how do you market your reputation so you can get more customers, as you have just heard from Lawrence and Zara, how that has worked. So in short, just imagine all of you here who are business owners, you must have some fantastic qualities about your business, something that makes you stand out from your competition. Just think, why do your customers like you or your business? What are the special qualities? Just ponder for a moment while I have a sip of my lovely cup of tea. Now that you've thought of that, imagine if that information directly from your client's own word was broadcasted online on various platforms. Would that make an impact? And if yes, how would that make an impact? And that's what reputation marketing is all about. Having a system so that your clients can let you tell you why they like, and that information gets broadcasted and marketed so other people can help. In short, it positions your business as a most reputable company to do business with and as a market leader in front of thousands of potential customers. It is this is our hospitality webinar, but I know we have got a few participants from other industries, very crucial in all lines of work, not only hospitality. So moving along, just a snapshot of this. How can hotels improve review signals to increase their ranking on Google? In short, the more your reputation grows positively on multiple places, you have reviews on responded to, you got review velocity, where reviews are coming on a regular basis. If you do that, you actually can boost your SEO organically without paying, doing Google Ads or without investing in SEO. So this is a great way of getting free SEO using the reputation marketing strategy. Now, so mentioning what, you need high volume of reviews. They need to be spread on multiple platforms, not just few. There are loads of platforms that are recognized by the search engine Google. They need to be coming on a regular basis. You need to make sure that those are also captured as review images on your social media. You got some videos and your reviews are replied. If you can achieve this, and as well as what my colleague Nishit mentioned on making sure your GMB is well optimized with those points, then you can actually push your numbers up on Google without bothering to invest in Google Ads. So please feel free to take a snapshot of any of these slides that may speak to you. Hence, smart businesses like yourselves need to have a strategy or a tool to build your reputation. Now, one of the things that happens is that if you recall what my colleague mentioned, 50% of businesses do not have time to do it because it can be taxing. So you need to have a tool. I come from a farming town from where I grew up, and we had two kinds of farmers. One that used to use a traditional hoe and rake, and then we had those who are sophisticated and they use smart farming tools, and the efficiency was probably 100 times more. So hence, even for reputation marketing, you need to have a strategy. Now, we're happy to share with you what is a strategy. You need to have a way of collecting feedback from your customers. You must make sure that they're marketed so other people can see them and it becomes part of your sales strategies. In addition, you need to manage and protect your reputation so that if it's a negative feedback, it doesn't see the light of the day, at least online. And you need to have a culture of giving good service and making sure all your team members do give a. Now, if you can achieve that, you can actually design a strategy. Now, in our previous webinars, this is where we used to conclude. A lot of people started giving us feedback. Please, can you show us how your strategy works? So my next slide is opening up our strategy. Just imagine your favorite restaurant, and you could go into your favorite restaurant's kitchen and the chef can show you how he's preparing your favorite meal. So you could probably do it yourself. That's what I'm going to prepare next or explain next. Okay. So our strategy is heavily invested since 2012. Millions of reviews have been collected. We are quite fortunate today. We've got a few of over 1,000 plus clients we worked with today with us. We do work with all kinds of industries, in addition to hospitality in many countries. And what we provide is not a software, but is a personalized and a tailor-made solution to manage and protect, build and market reputation for clients. At this junction, I'd like to invite Anna of Suktani Restaurant, a brilliant restaurant in Pune, one of the tastiest food that I've come across, and I do go to a lot of restaurants. I would like to invite Anna at this juncture just to share her experience on how, when she has embraced digital marketing, has made a difference to Suktani Restaurant. Please take a picture of this Suktani in Pune. Brilliant. You must all visit there if you're in this neck of woods. Anna, over to you now.
Hi, hello everyone.
Hello, Anna.
So yes, I'm just gonna give you, I'm completely like not prepared for big speech, but I'm just gonna tell a little bit about our experience. So we have like a well-established business, we've been in the business for 4 years now. And I remember when Artie SWS approached us, I was like a little bit hesitant because we actually, you know, built our business based on word of mouth. We are based in the suburbs in London. I remember, you know, one of the lines I said to Artie when we met that, you know, we actually don't really care about reviews anymore because we were so well established. We were extremely busy, very profitable. Until, you know, more competition started to open around us, taking away our clients, the business started to slow down. And then we realized how important it is actually, you know, to invest in social media, in reviews, and how crucial they are. You know, as we all know, everything is changing. Clients everywhere, whether it's in hospitality or anywhere else, are just so much aware. They have such a high expectations of everything, and we need to progress in order to address those new clients. So, you know, for us, big difference has been made, especially, you know, just before pandemic, but actually even now, when the business is really, really hard, we realize that we need to reach out to much more clients from further away. We cannot no longer survive actually by relying on old reviews and old clients that we have just in the area that we are. And actually, even if you look at our, you know, Facebook account, our Instagram account, it's hugely improved. We started to have clients actually traveling, you know, over 10 miles just to get takeaway. Yeah, now I actually started to appreciate how important reviews are, that, you know, they have to be fresh, they have to be new, that everyone is looking. You know, even now, like people who are in the older age demographic, they are using the phones now. We had much more time during pandemic to do the research. So it's vital, and SWS really help us to actually boost the sales. Even last month alone, just by creating those posts, those boosts, good reviews. I've also would like to mention something that one of the colleagues before mentioned, you know, having that facility of dealing with the problem before it escalates, you know, being able to prevent the bad review by contacting the client first and trying to address the issue with them, it's really helpful. I think that's the most vital tool with this service. So that's it from me. Thank you.
Anna, thank you so much. This was brilliant. Thank you very much. And we're glad you're getting the success that you do deserve for such a brilliant restaurant. So great, moving along from here. So what do? We monitor, we are ears and eyes out. Our clients are busy people. So we monitor what people are talking about them online, send them alerts. We have reports to show how the reputation is growing on multiple platforms, as well as an analysis of how many people have seen the reviews and what has been the impact, and everything is tied to a CRM. We then help our clients build their reputation, and this is what we do. We make a custom feedback page branded to our clients, and this is where they collect their feedback, which I'm going to quickly show you, so that the positive feedback then gets directed online. For hotels and restaurants, it's very easy to just download a media center we make. The QR code scanning has become very popular since the lockdown, and your customers can just scan the code and the feedback page can then open up on their screen. And this is a quick demo of how it happens. So as you've heard, some of the people have been using the system saying how it has been working for them. A feedback page is made based on their branding, where their clients would give some feedback. The middle section can be some survey questions, and the bottom is where the review is put. And based on the star rating, if it's a positive review, the reviewer allows that review to be marketed. So when they click on it, we will then connect, for example, Google, TripAdvisor, Facebook in the case of hospitality industry. And that feedback then goes live instantly in that process. And the next step, so that was an example of a positive review. What happens if it's a negative review? The same thing you've heard Lawrence and Zara, Anna mentioning about how the feedback is captured, but it doesn't get posted online. And this is what we do. We do what's called a smart routing. So when a review is put, and if it is negative, we don't push it online, obviously, but we temporarily filter it. And once it's temporarily filtered, it goes to a negative page where the customer who is angry would explain why they're not happy. And as soon as that button is pressed, it goes to the business owners, and that then can be resolved offline. So the feedback is collected, but it doesn't get posted online. And it is very important to collect feedback, even if it's negative, because as per this gentleman, we all know him of Amazon. If you make customers unhappy in the physical world, they say most people may not even go and put it online, but they're going to walk away from your business, not come back and end up telling 6 of their friends or family. So in fact, a business would lose 7 clients, the one who had a bad experience, and 6 of his friends and family. And if it goes online, then that can really create a lot of damage with 6,000 people, according to this gentleman. And it takes a lot of time to build a reputation and very quickly to ruin it. So you need to make sure that you do things differently. And for every negative review you have online currently, you need 10 to 15 to counter that. We then don't stop there. And this is where our expertise is we market the reviews on our client's website, on the social media. We do photo sharing and video sharing. So it creates a buzz. So it's a code that would go on our website, and then the reviews, all the 5-star reviews from multiple platforms get posted. These are our reviews from our clients. So this is just a demonstration. Our clients would have their reviews. And if it's a Facebook or Google, TripAdvisor, etc., Yelp, if somebody clicks on it, it would open up so the 5-star reviews can be seen there. And the other thing that reputation marketing does, how does it impact? Higher ratings. The higher your rating, the more you're going to become visible. The more direct bookings you're going to get. I know a lot of businesses in hospitality industries end up paying crazy amounts of commission to OTAs that charge between 10 to almost 30%. So if you have got direct bookings coming from Google without paying a third-party company to send you customers, that just means you save that much more. And that's what reputation marketing can do for you. Improve search rankings and improve service based on real customer feedback, when you can actually get to know what your customers' take is. And if it's a negative feedback, it doesn't go live, and you can rectify that. So what we provide at the end of the day is not a software, it's a tailor-made solution. And these are some of the benefits our clients have found. Tells them to stand out from the competition, improves their brand, a way of collecting feedback, improves customer service, staff productivity, leverage your good qualities, improve relationship with your clients, protect your reputation, and potentially improve your Google search ranking. So if any of this may be of importance to you, you definitely need to look at a way of having a strategy in place for building a reputation. Our strategy is much more than reviews. I mean, most of you are in the hospitality industry. So if you're making pizza, cheese, and oregano is your ingredients, the same thing. Our system is we do much more than review collection. Reviews are what we call our ingredients to help our clients get a holistic improvement to their business operations. At this juncture, I'd like to talk to you about Sonatools. Sonatools started with us in 2015. And when they approached us, as you can see here, they had 0 reviews and limited presence. As of 2019, 170,000 views, and almost 840 monthly marketing reach and 5-star rating across all platforms. Sonatooth started as a client in 2015. As time went, they become a very close friends, and I'm very proud and happy to say that they are actually now become our family friends, but started as a client. That's another client of ours called King's Hotel, and who couldn't make it for today's webinar. But this is what they had to say. Using SWS to collect and manage feedback on visit experiences at both the hotel and the restaurant saves us time, as our technology to look at everything together. We offer a chance for guests to comment independently, which gives them an honest opinion, and we use the good feedback then to create a buzz about them. But at this juncture, I'd like to invite Divya, who has built a brilliant a global tours and travel company. They offer tours and travels all over the world. We do get to see their feedback. They've got so many happy customers. They're brilliant. They're masters in their game. And they provide excellent package holidays. And please, if I could have Divya coming to share about Sonatooth and how your online presence has been changed of that. Divya, over to you.
Thank you, Simal. Thanks for your introduction as well. As Simal mentioned correctly, it was in 2015 when Aarti approached us to talk about SWS. And obviously it took a lot of convincing, and then obviously with Aarti and Simal's help, we understood what it was all about. Now we've been running the business prior to that in UK since 2000, and prior to that, so it's almost 21 years now. And prior to that, in Africa, in Kenya, we've been running the business since 1970s, but never realized how reputation marketing really enhances the business itself. You know, where we were for the last 15 years doing the business in UK, there was no reputation at all. Yeah, I mean, people knew of us, word of mouth, but there was no actually a reputation. And since we started using the SWS reputation branding, we realized that actually there is more reviews which are helping the public to understand what we are and what we do. And obviously through the success, obviously we've expanded offices in USA, India, Kenya, and UK as well. But I got to say, definitely the reputation marketing helps a lot, because in the travel industry, when we're taking passengers around the world or various different destinations, you know, everyone has got different tastes and views, right? No one is the same. No one likes the same experience all the way through. But one thing is, what we've learned is once we get the feedback from the system itself, we then enhance the product and make it better. And not only that, when there's a negative review, we can understand the customer and try and convert them to become positive and bring us back to traveling with us year after year. So definitely the reputation has really helped us. As you've seen the figures, a lot of figures have expanded the business. And even right now, while the lockdown is still going on, or I would say partially going on, we're still getting lots of bombardment of phone calls saying, oh, when do we start to travel? When can we start traveling? And I was like, wow, we're not even advertising right now, but people are calling us, you know, obviously because of the background work that has happened for the last 6 years, that the reputation is still maintained on the top. So I would say a big thanks to the entire SWS team for all the work and support they've given us.
Thank you, Divya, and we wish you lots of success. Just finishing from where I left. Well, what's next now? So an effective reputation marketing strategy is crucial for all sizes and types of businesses. We would love to get your feedback as well. So if you have a smartphone, if you could just scan the code, please give us the feedback on what you've learned from the webinar. But obviously we have some goodies that I'm going to ask our MC of the day, Patrick, to just share with us what are the goodies for the guests today. Patrick, over to you.
Thanks, Simal. Yeah. So yeah, about the goodies. So I see from the time we will not have time to cover many questions in the end, but what we have in the goodies, you can get one-to-one conversation on us with our reputation specialist, with one of our reputation specialists, meaning you will have the opportunity to give all your question, but on top of this, you will get a custom-made strategy for your business, how you can outperform your competition, and how you can, most important, how you can make that now the customer are attracted to you thanks to your reputation instead of you chasing them. And that's a game changing for any business. Yeah. Another goodie that you will get once you have set your appointment for the free one-to-one strategy session, then you will get also an ebook about online reputation. And I see Simal has added some additional gift. He loves to give the gift, so he will quick present us what are the additional thing, because I see something I gave, additional gift. Tell us about it.
Yes,
Simal.
definitely. So thank you very much for everyone who took the time to attend today. And this is only for those who are on the webinar today. And here's what it is. We are happy to help you. If you decide you want to create your own platform or your own strategy, that's fine. This was more about education session as opposed to a sales presentation. So if you want to create your own platform, your own strategy, you do qualify for 30 minutes free consultation, and we will train you on how to do it yourself. You can do it yourself if you so wish. You either go and have a nice pizza at Pizza Express, or you can make your own pizza at home. So we will give you the tricks and tips. However, if you want to try our platform, we do have a money-back guarantee solution for you to use as well. There is an ebook, as Patrick just now mentioned, which will also have a lot of tips. That is your ebook for life. Please keep it. All you need to do is just scan this code and give us a feedback on that feedback. Mention what you'd like, or whether it's an ebook or strategy. And the other thing is we also have a gift pack. Videos and review images are one small but very powerful way of also jump-starting a reputation. We can create reputation videos and reputation review images about all fully customized. Normally these are sold they are sold at £735, but as our guests, we are offering you at almost 10%, only £75 or $99, which is going to be yours forever, including free syndication on YouTube, Google, and Facebook. So some of these, if you find that can help you, including your free ebook. The ebook has got massive amounts of tips that should help you as well. And please give us your feedback. Either click on this link or go to this link, and please give us your feedback. And I think we can now take some questions. I know Nishit is dying to answer some of those questions for you. So over to you, Nishit.
I see Niru is having the hand up. Do you have a question? It's quite sometimes seeing the hand up. Was this just a wrong click? Niru Steiny, do you have a question? Maybe not.
Hi, Niru, you're muted.
Maybe it was a wrong click, but I thought, okay, we could cover this question. But anyway, also thanks, Simal, for your priceless contribution, for all those gifts. Yeah. Thanks also, Nishit, Cliff, for sharing with all those neutral information. We'd like also to give a special thanks to all our guest speakers. Mr. Lu from North China Restaurant, Fatima Zara from Crown Group of Hotels, and from Suktani Restaurant, Divya Sara from Sonator. So thanks for sharing your experience. Divya was not there, but I think she was also there, yeah.